The clock is ticking. You are getting closer and closer to your SHRM certification exam date. Maybe you aren't feeling ready, or maybe life happened and your study plan was completely thrown off course. Or worse, you've had some type of personal or professional emergency. Whatever the reason, you need to reschedule your exam date. Can you reschedule? If so, what's the process? Are there any fees? Hi, I'm Christina Danforth with HR Jetpack, a top SHRM Education Partner, helping hundreds of HR pros like you pass their SHRM certification exam. In this video, I'll provide you with the guidance needed to reschedule your SHRM-CP or SHRM-SCP exam. I'll give you a breakdown of what you will need to do when, and answer your questions about fees. Stay until the end. I share how to transfer your exam appointment to another exam window. Again, we all know life happens, and sometimes we need to reschedule an appointment, including your SHRM certification exam. What's most important are the number of days left until your exam date. First, have your appointment confirmation letter handy. This is your authorization to test, or ATT letter. You'll need to reference your confirmation number located on your ATT letter. Let's first talk about rescheduling your exam appointment within the same testing window. At the time of this video, if you submit your request to reschedule your appointment 30 or more business days before your original appointment, there's no fee, but you must contact Prometric either online at prometric.com/SHRM and select reschedule/cancel my test, or by calling. If you submit your request to reschedule your appointment 5 to 29 business days before your test date, you will have to pay a cancellation fee to Prometric. Again, contact Prometric either online or by calling. And if you try to reschedule your appointment less than 30 days before the exam window closes, you are not guaranteed a new appointment. At the time of this video, you cannot reschedule your exam less than 5 business days before your original appointment. If you do not appear for your exam, you will be considered a no-show and forfeit all fees. Yes, there may be exceptions. If you have a medical or personal emergency, or there is an extreme weather or national emergency, it's possible you may be able to reschedule without being charged a fee. If you have an approved testing accommodation, you should call 800-967-1139. It's also important to note, if you are located outside the U.S., you'll need to reference Appendix B, Regional Testing Contact Center, in the SHRM Certification Handbook for the appropriate phone number. Now, we've been talking about rescheduling your exam date in the same testing window. Let's go over what happens if you need to reschedule to the next testing window. Yes, you can request a transfer to the next testing window once per exam application for a fee. When this video was made, it was $100 US. Also, cancellation fee payable to Prometric might apply. If you decide you want to transfer your exam to another testing window, you'll need to submit your cancellation request to Prometric no later than 5 business days before your scheduled appointment. Once you cancel your exam, you can move forward with transferring your exam. If you don't have an exam appointment, you can request a transfer up to the first date of the current testing window. It's important to note, transfer requests submitted after the testing window opens will not be granted without an exam appointment. In other words, if the window is open, you can't transfer your exam if you don't have a date for it. Any candidates who receive a transfer request and are not able to test in the next window will forfeit all fees except in the case of an emergency. And remember, the transfer is only allowed once per exam application. Sometimes everything doesn't go as we planned. And it's okay to take a step back from your SHRM certification goal. Be kind to yourself and remember what a great HR pro you are for taking on such a fulfilling, worthwhile journey to becoming a SHRM certified professional.